Reliance, Raamdeo, what next for this stock?
I'm not aware of any major downward take or anything like that. Petroleum sector has been decontrolled. Petrol, diesel, both have been decontrolled, but effectively only petrol has been decontrolled. Diesel prices could also be decontrolled at some point of time. That's a very, very big opportunity and very long-term opportunity for Reliance for the petroleum retail marketing. So I would think that there is still positive news waiting for Reliance in one form or other. So I think as far as the earnings outlook is concerned for Reliance, I don't see any major setback as far as my knowledge goes.
Are you a bit perplexed about how they're using their cash? First Infotel, now East India Hotels. What did you make of the deal announced a couple of days back?
I don't have any clue of why this particular deal is happening. Is it some kind of accommodation or is there some longer term plans for this particular investment? I don't have any clue.
What's the call on banking? The best performing part of the market in the last 1 month, month and a half. Do you think this kind of performance can continue?
I think financial sector rally is going to continue. Of course, nothing happens in a straight line. So after SBI hit maybe 2850 or whatever kind of top, there would be some time before I think we have done for this quarter. Now as the September quarter comes closer, I think there will be some calibration of how the working is. We have extended monsoon, we have heightened inflationary kind of scenario right now. So those kind of very slow credit growth right now. Deposit is not growing at all. So what kind of pricing power they have and what happens to the overall scheme of things in this quarter compared to the first quarter, I think there will be some question mark. But if you look at little longer horizon, maybe 4-5 quarters, I think they're in terrific situation. Economy is going to grow at 8% plus. So there will be ample demand for the credit in course of time. And since they are paying down all their high cost deposits and volume growth is there, I think intermediation cost as well as cost of deposit both will tend to go down and NPA will be well under control. So I mean, I think it's a perfect scenario for banking and stocks to rally.
So what kind of banking stocks would you pick, Raamdeo? I mean, and they've all rallied across the board, mid cap, small cap, some of the ones that are in F&O. Which ones would you pick?
I think PSU banks, clearly some of the PSU banks are very cheap for whatever assets they have, what is the size of operations they have, what kind of branch network they have, what kind of brand equity they have clearly. But it has that stigma of PSU bank. So that's, but I would still pick a few stocks from PSU banks. On private sector banks also they have one or two, maybe not the largest ones, but some of the newer mid-tier banks. They have very interesting stories shipping up. So I think there are opportunities all over, both sides.
Are you positive on the downstream space, expecting crude to continue to soften?
I think some optimism is clearly building up, but as the diesel decontrol and petrol decontrol starts becoming a reality, in the sense that once government and consumer and the markets, they start getting used to fluctuating prices of petrol and diesel, which should happen in next 6 to 8 months. I think we'll see the true earnings potential of these companies coming through, and this sector has a very large potential. So we see this rally to continue in these stocks, and some of these stocks has potential to double in next 12 to 24 months.